Hello and welcome back to the Siege of Orgrimmar PTR. That did not make sense. Anyway, this time it's going to be Siegecrafter Blackfuse. I've got to say, this is actually one of my favourite bosses in, well, probably not in the game, but at least in the Siege of Orgrimmar, from what I've experienced in LFR. So right now, what I've done on the screen there is I've jumped onto this conveyor belt, and when you get on that, you can destroy one of the 4 different things that are coming down it. Now, in a few seconds, you'll see that the various things that ended up making it through the conveyor belt will start to hassle our raid. Now, you can only destroy one before the others go immune, so you really just need to choose the best one to destroy. Honestly, I'm not really sure what the best one is at the minute. I didn't really get enough of a chance to find out. But anyway, after that, you jump back, and you have to deal with a whole bunch of different mechanics. So first of all, there's the saw blades. He'll point at a player, throw a saw blade at them, and it'll just hover there. Eventually there is a mechanic which pulls them all in and they do damage. There's then that ad that seems to jump about the place, whack people. It's not really too much of a problem, it just needs to be killed. Then we have these crawler mines. They will focus a player and they will start following them. They can be slowed, but after 1 minute they will get a speed increase and they'll be immune to slows and stuff. So you just pretty much need to slow them, kill them. It's pretty easy. If they do hit a player, they do quite a bit of damage to the entire raid. There's no escaping it. So yeah, they are kind of nasty if they do hit you. I'm pretty sure now I jump back over. I think that's what I do, yeah. Or maybe not, whatever. This is just such a damn cool fight. Now also you can see fire on the floor. The reason for that fire is because there's like a laser. Yeah, right now I try to get it and then I realize I won't be able to make it. And I'm not too sure if the other player does get it. This is quite an interesting ability here. Those big spikes that are coming up out of the ground. They originate from a certain place and they kind of move out radially, and they kind of expand every 10 yards. So in between the kind of spike bits, you need to run through them. This being the LFR, the majority of people didn't really seem to do that right, but it's only LFR. It didn't really do too much damage. So here we go again onto the pipe. That laser turret's what puts the fire in the ground, I think. I'm not really sure what the missile turret does, but I think the other player killed it before I managed to kill the mines, so I wasn't sure. My thinking behind killing the mines is that this being LFR, a lot of people perhaps... Or do I kill the mines? I don't really know. But my reason for killing the mines is because it's, they focus on people, they chase them, and on LFR, I don't really know if people are really up to that much multitasking. That big thing that you saw that was sucking everyone in, that's the electromagnetic thingy. It pulls in all the different saw blades, and yeah, well, if you get hit by them on the way in, it's pretty sore, and then it does like 20k damage a second. Yeah, it's that deactivated electromagnet. As for this conveyor belt bit, I think those the lasers hit you for a few 100k. Honestly, if you take 2 ticks of them, you're probably dead. I had just great timing on my way back there. Now also, if you fall off that conveyor belt and you don't hit the platform, you will die. You'll get an achievement for it, but you will die, and dying sucks. So right now, I think, how many stacks are we on? 6, yeah. Now the reason we're on 6 stacks is because our gear is normalized down to 496. That means that proportionally it's, this boss would be harder than it will be on live, and you do need some stacks of determination. I think the reason they do that is so that they can see how many stacks people are getting kills with, and I guess it gives them more workable data for the numbers balancing, because if everyone one-shot it, Blizzard wouldn't really get too much interest in testing data. I think right now I don't know if I try to misdirect out. I do. Of course, not every class can do this and get the extra uptime, so what happens is he just pulls everyone in. There was some bugginess with my pet, but honestly I didn't see it as being much of an issue. So yeah, that's really the main fight now on LFR mode. I've heard it's absolutely insane on Heroic, like ridiculously insane with all the different mechanics. On normal it's looking like a fight that's going to be very cutthroat, as in if you play perfectly and you don't get killed by any of these things, you should be okay. But it'll definitely favour classes that can do heavy burst damage, because the burst damage will really help you out on that conveyor belt. Perhaps you only need to bring 2 people onto it instead of 3, or something like that. As for the crawler mines, I mean, they're not really... I don't know. I wasn't sure if on LFR people would just kind of derp out and end up wiping the raid on it. Because that would really suck. So yeah, that's really it. I'm debating what to do. I'll probably just cut the clip soon and then fast forward the rest of it so you can at least see the fight and see the kill. But yeah, this is one of my favourite fights in the Siege of Orgrimmar in terms of just the pure fun level. It wasn't massively hard, we did end up getting it down on the 6th attempt, which is pretty average. Let's see what else to talk about. Really nothing. Oh, I should say, once one of his ads gets killed, he kind of goes into a bit of a frenzy. But it's not a problem in LFR. Anyway, there you go, that is a look at this boss. The rest of it will be, the rest of this video will just be music and the footage fast forward. So, thank you for watching, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.